Now on YouTube, it's part whatever of the Virago project, and a little bit sooner than I anticipated, because I robbed Peter to pay Paul and bought a starter motor that I couldn't afford. So this probably shouldn't be a really long video, because if it now don't make the right noises when I hit the start button, I'm going to be seriously annoyed. Right, so first things first, disconnect the 10mm bolt to the power lead, disconnect the two 10mm bolts that hold it, wiggle it back out the gear side of the engine, bosh the new one in. I am thinking about maybe taking the old one out and then getting them both on the bench and then bench testing them both to see the difference. I might do that, I might not. You'll see in a minute if I do or I don't. Right, so yeah, let's get some tools together, let's get this done quick. Right, this is going to be a bit hard to film one-handed and stuff, but alright, the old one, as you can see, slow to get going. Oh shit, doesn't seem to have a lot of torque. Now this one, I'm expecting it to try and rip itself out of my hand, which is going to be difficult considering I'm going to be holding it sort of like this. So that is very disappointing. That spun up exactly the same as that one. That's not what I expected. If anything, that might have been turning even slower than that one. Well, I've got it now. I've spent money on it, so I'm going to fit it. But now I'm not confident this is going to work. Yeah, well, we can but try. Well, she's fitted. Let's see, where's my keys? Come on. Right, just to be sure, I've got Martin's jump pack there. I'm going to add a jump pack to it and try it again. I'll be back in a minute. Oh well, even with a starter pack, it's still exactly the same. So what did I cock up this side? Well no, I didn't cock it up in the first place, obviously. Something went wrong this side. What have I tried to fix and not successfully fixed? Looks like that left hand engine case is coming up again. Which is meant, yeah, bollocks. Well, seems to have located my problem. No, that's supposed to turn one way. So what is the issue then? Was that not meshed correctly? What seems to be the problem there? I thought I figured it out then. I thought there was something wrong with this. I thought, oh no, it's this. But it's supposed to turn one way and not the other. Bollocks. Alright, leave it with me. I'll bring you back when I actually have figured it out. Right, after having 2 minutes to think, I've come to the conclusion that this must have all come unmeshed as I put everything back together. Oh, good filming. Yeah, all this must have all come unmeshed as I put it back together, because right now that won't turn. That's all good. So I think maybe I was too heavy-handed, and yeah. Now it looks like the gasket sealant I put on didn't do a very good job, but it didn't leak any oil. That oil is what's leaked out since I've drained the oil back out again. It's kind of a bit weird, but never mind. I've now got to re-torque up this flywheel nut because I was ready to take that all apart and what have you. And yeah, so I'm going to crack on with that. I'm going to do a little bit of reading, make sure there's nothing missing from here. But I'm fairly confident that that piece butts up to this piece and it should be good. I mean, it spins freely on that shaft, so the shaft's not fucked. What they sit in's not fucked. It spins in that and it spins in that. Maybe it was user error. Maybe I cost myself 50 quid for no reason. Right, camera fucked about. So this is the second time recording this. Right, so I think all this came all unmeshed. As I put it back together last time, I mean, it might be my own fault. And I've just cost myself 50 quid for possibly nothing. It is what it is. The damage is done. I'll put that back on. Everything's all nice and tight now. Nothing seems like it's going to come apart. It feels like it should work. So I've just got to get this case back on without disturbing that. I'm not going to bother with a silicone sealer because, as you can see, the sealer I put on has done absolute naff oil. It didn't leak that oil. That's oil that came out as I've taken the side off. Yeah, I'm going to have a brew and have a quick read, make sure I'm not missing something from here. Yeah, and I'm going to reassemble it again. Right, so that is very carefully put back together, ensuring the whole time that them gears were still engaged as I was putting it back together. Using a screwdriver, just make sure it's still poked on before I closed it up. I've got the bolts to put back in that. It needs the oil put back in it. Yeah, and then we should be ready to test it. But I've got a school run to do in a minute. I want to try and filter this oil out to make sure there's no shit in it, because it was brand new oil when we put it in 2 days ago. Okay, so that's the side casing back on. I took extra special care to make sure them cogs are still meshed together and everything all lined up as I slid it back together by using a little screwdriver in there and making sure it's still poked in and engaged. So fingers crossed that's fixed that. But we won't be able to find out for a little while because I got the school run to sort out. We need to put some oil back in it. I'm gonna try and filter some of the shite out of it because it was only like 2 days old oil. But we can get some oil in it and then we should be for a test fire some point this evening. Right, I'm back from the school run. She's all back together. She's filled back up with oil. Yeah, that's my fingers crossed. I've got bad hands. Let's see if it's going to actually turn over. And then if she does turn over, so she runs on 2 cylinders. Well, that's a bloody start, but the battery sounds flat. Luckily for me, Martin's jump pack's just there. 2 minutes. All right, let's try that again. Ignition on. Sounds like no fuel. Right, which I know we got no fuel issue here. Let me investigate and I'll bring you back. I can smell fuel now. I thought I was, oh sorry about that, not getting fuel, but I can smell fuel now. Battery seems to have keep running out on this quick. It's a brand new battery and it was fully charged. Yeah, but it don't seem to be firing at all, not even popping at all. Before it used to crack off quite well, even on 1 cylinder. But remember, I have done work to this CDI unit, so you know what I mean. I want to go back and give things another little quick look and what have you, and then I'll bring you back if I get it fired up. Well, that jump pack's no bloody good. It's decided you don't want to connect no more. I don't know if it's got too low or what, or fuck knows. But I do have a big diesel battery there and a set of jump leads, and I know I really shouldn't, but I need to find out what's going on. It's like she's not firing, like no spark. I thought fuel at first, but now I can smell fuel, so I'm thinking spark. I'm going to go and try this. Let me go get a set of jump leads out of the car. Right, if it don't start now, it ain't going to start. bollocks is getting no spark. Why though? Bit of fuel coming out of the exhaust there from the front rear cylinder. I reckon we're not fine. I've got to go recheck some stuff. Give me 1 minute. Right, I know I shouldn't. I can't bother to take the plugs out, but to check it's fine, I'll give it some sniff down the air intake. Let's see. Seems we have no spark. Back to investigating. Okay, so with the shittest multimeter in the world, I think this one and this 30 amp were well, weren't fucking alive still. I'm gonna have a look, see what fuses I've got. And I've got fuses. They're like normal car size ones, and I fix cars all the time. So let me go change some fuses. Right, so we have mixed news. If I take it off the kickstand and give it a little fistful, she'll crack up, but she won't stay running. Now bear in mind, I've had this bike running absolutely fine. I still think it's only firing out the one cylinder though. And I can't get it to just run. It used to run and tick over and be fine. Now at the minute I'm choking myself to death in there. I've got the double doors open, but it's a bit much still. It's very fuely. Could the carbs have gone bad from sitting? I mean, it's not been sat long, but it'd be just my fucking luck, wouldn't it? Alright, I'm gonna have a think, let the shed air out. Well, I took the air filter out just in case, but it's not clogged. It looks pretty new. Well, not new, like it's clean, but it looks like it's been there a while. But it hasn't made a blind bit of difference. She seems to crack off, but then you get any sort of throttle to try and keep it running and it dies. I need to see if fuel pump relays are working correctly. Yeah, maybe that's the issue. But right now, I can't be in there. It's hurting me head. It's too much. In the future, we need to think of some sort of extraction system. At least some fans or something to help blow it out. Because, yeah, that's too much. Right, I've had enough. Carbon monoxide's doing me in the shed. I can't be patient enough to wait around. I can't understand why it's running like it's running. It's hurting me head. So when I finish this video, I'm going to post it, and I'm going to like take it on the Virago for them, and hopefully somebody can come up and give me some ideas. But yeah, for today, I'm done. My brain's not. It's probably the carbon monoxide, but fucking thing. So she did sort of run. She turns over mint now, so that's great. At least got a bonus there. I think I probably wasted £50, as you do, but it is what it is. So if you can offer me any fucking shedding of the light before I start ripping carburetors off and stuff, it'd be greatly appreciated. I'm not sure that front cylinder was firing at all, so CDI unit maybe not fixed neither, but it's what it is. So if you like the video, give it a thumbs up, consider subscribing. If not, who gives a shit? I'll catch you next time. Cheers.